Welcome back for some more Star Citizen Intergalactic Expo Aerospace 2950 RSI Day. I have an entire bevy of people here with us. We got Arcanus, Evachu, Juro, Salty Cactus, Short Circuit, and Glitch, all of whom have joined us here to look at the RSI floor of the International Expo, and random NPC jackass who's just weaving around like a damn drunk person. All right, Glitch is dancing because he picked up a Perseus. Evachu is looking at him with disdain because he didn't buy an 890. All right, it's a good day. This is the map. Two halls. All right, we got and 3 holograms and 1 ground. Oh gosh, ground vehicle downstairs. All right,
that's correct.
Not a bad setup. So the big news of the day, the RSI Perseus released, and we picked up a few. Arcanus, I'm loving your hat.
Yeah, it's a bit large.
Short's hat is correct. Arcanus's hat has the exceptional bug going on. It's because he spent so much money. He's got the
extra large.
He's got the extra large. He's got
they
that
stuff it underneath the end of it, and it's just elastic, so it just grows with the money.
And they require you to shave your head.
Yeah. Looks like he missed a spot.
It's definitely a requirement.
That's the friction from the money underneath. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So on the show floor, because we're not going to waste any time making fun of Arcanus who's in his menus. We got the all the various constellation variants. We got the Phoenix. I'm going to guess that's the Andromeda because we don't have a Taurus model yet.
Mm-hmm.
And the Aquila. So we'll start with the right.
Down in the Hall of Viewer.
What's that?
They've got the Andromeda down in the or the Taurus down in the Hall of Viewer. If you want to see it.
Yep.
So we'll start on the right with the Phoenix, because that's how we do it. The Connie Phoenix is the, yesterday we said the 600i is the intermediate level for luxury transportation.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
This is kind of the beginner level for luxury transportation, yeah?
I would say it's between beginner and intermediate.
You still have the 85X, the 300 series, 100 series.
Yeah, but those aren't transpo.
Yeah.
Those aren't like those aren't like nobody's gonna book passage on those, right? Like
that's true. Yeah.
When you look at like NPC missions for luxury accommodations, the NPCs aren't gonna book a 300i run. They're gonna book probably at minimum a Connie run.
There's also the 85X could be.
Unless they get Fire Expert, in which case they'd book an 890 and get a Caterpillar.
There are several Star Citizen orgs that actually offer like personal transportation, and the cheapest offerings are.
But that's like an Uber.
85.
But that's like an Uber X, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Uber X?
Uber Black. Right?
Uber Black. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's like the super shiny one. When I lived in Kansas, there was one guy in my town running Uber, and he was Uber Black, and he had this super nice SUV. So we drove to another town. Gotta pick up there because we were assholes. Anyway, this is a pretty nice ship. It's got a pretty decent layout. I'll link up the walkthrough that we did for this ship. It's got a very nice interior, slightly less cargo than any of the cargo variants, obviously, because they basically cut the cargo deck in half for entertainment space.
Yep.
And Juros.
I saw that happening too. That's amazing.
Well,
watch your step.
Well, that's got to be a one-story drop. Good job.
Yes.
It's okay. It's an improvement for Juro.
That's right. He's in civilian clothes too, which means if he gets wounded, he's just gonna die. He won't be able to equip armor fast enough to equip a med pen.
Yeah.
That's what put on the helmet, man.
Sturdy.
So a feature of the Constellation series are these super sexy fans that supposedly will do good for VTOL, right?
Yep.
So you've got some limited VTOL capability. The Connie, everybody, I used to own a Connie. Short used to own a Connie. We used to own the Connie Andromeda, which is down here, which is a decent ship, but it's really kind of fallen behind recently with regard to overall capability, and it's definitely due for a rework. It's got 4 size 4s gimbaled, and depending on the variant, you can have 1 or 2 turrets that are size 2 equipped. And you can of course put fixed S5s on your pilot controlled hardpoints. Of course, if you put S5s on the bottom hard points, right, then the ship lands on the weapon system and not on the landing gear, because the ship was not designed to take size 5 weapons. So there's definitely some work to be done on this ship, but this is the Phoenix, and luxury transportation variant of the Constellation. Coming over to and the Parasite ship. This has the Archimedes, yeah.
Yes.
So if you go,
Archimedes instead of the Merlin.
yeah. So if you go to the Kruger Day video, you'll see the Archimedes. The Archimedes has 4 size 2s or size 1s. Which one was it? Do you guys remember?
Size
4
2,
size
please.
1s.
I think it's
size
4 gimbaled size 1s, right?
Yeah.
And it's a slightly faster, slightly better than the Merlin, but this ship comes with the Archimedes, which is the upgraded Parasite for this vessel by Kruger. All right, so if we come over to the Andromeda is kind of the base. It's kind of the multi-role. They actually changed it to be a gunship a while ago.
It's second tack to it.
Yeah. So it's because of its size 4s, potential size 5s, they kind of made it they gave it an upgrade as a gunship. The Connie series currently flies like a brick in space, but if you can align those weapons, they're absolutely devastating. If you think about it, a Constellation pilot controls the firepower though of 1 hammerhead turret. So you got to let that sink in a little bit. So you carry cargo. I think it's like 95 SEU in this ship.
96.
96 SEU in this ship. You've got the firepower of a hammerhead turret, and then for this ship you have 2, a top and bottom set of turrets with S2. So a little bit more. And with turret gameplay where it is now, which is a very good place. Those turrets can actually do quite a bit of good in the right hands.
Yeah.
Another point for the gunship designation is these very impressive VTOL fans make this ship very capable in VTOL flight.
Yes, that's.
Yeah, you can definitely provide some good ground support with this ship, as long as you're in VTOL. That is definitive. Can one of you guys get in the bottom turret? Juro, you were just up there. Oh, Arcanus is running for it.
Yep.
See if you can get into it and drop out of it. Drop it down. There it goes.
There we go.
So that, when this ship released, this did not work at all. And now, look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It used to be permanently down. And now you've got this fantastic animation where they retract into the hull. Thank you, Arcanus. You're a good man.
It is unfortunately frozen, so I can't rotate it around.
Well,
You
the
can't
ship
power it up in the show floor.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense, right? What was it? The dude in the... oh, gosh, look at that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a
it.
fantastic animation.
Makes sense.
Oh, what?
That's some
Don't about
quality CIG animations
Okay.
right there. Oh, glitch. Hey, you came out the side door.
No bad.
Nice.
Well done. So this
what's the
ship
big
comes
guns?
with the Parasite fighter, the Merlin, and we'll run around behind. The Merlin is not a bad ship. Has a size 2 or 3. Is it a 2?
2 fixed.
2 fixed, right? And
1 temporary.
what? And size
Size
1s,
one.
right?
Oh, wait.
Yeah. And size
it's
1
got
gimbal. 2 size
2
1,
size 1s,
1
and then
size
one
2
in the
fixed.
nose.
This is coming, I
Definitely
think,
not
in
advanced.
312, right? The ability to undock. That's what they've said recently.
Yes.
They're working on it.
Well,
This
they're
is going to be the
yeah.
showcase.
I mean, it'll get pushed.
I think this is the Archimedes currently
It
attached to it.
is. This is super awkward. This is the wrong ship,
Yeah.
guys. This is the Archimedes. It's white. The Merlin
Well-
is silver, and this is white. And this is clearly
Yes.
a
They've
white
got
paint
the same.
job.
They've got the same ship actually underneath all 3 of them in terms of the color scheme. They're all white with silver.
Mm.
Oh.
Goofy. Goofy.
It could just be the underside. Let me go. I'm gonna go look at the. You should be able to tell from the weapons on the wings.
Well, they're
Yeah,
not
I
even.
think
They're
they're-
not even here in this
No.
iteration.
But I can see 2 pylons on each wing.
Now look at this. They've changed
Which
this.
is-
Check this out. This didn't used to be here. If you look at this
Right.
Archimedes nose, it has a cradle.
Yes, that's since they showed the work in progress docking feature. I think this is like a more updated version.
Yeah, that's really cool. So
That they're
that didn't
using.
used to be here. It used to just sit here, right? Unusable.
Same with those clamps, like in
But-
the back of the wings. There
Oh,
are
let's
2
check
clamps.
that out. Let's check that out. Yes. So they're making a lot of progress on docking. I
Yeah,
don't
it's the
know.
exact same model on them.
That's pretty awesome.
Ah.
So these clamps right here. I don't know if this will magically make this a better ship, right? Because its parasite can launch, but it will certainly be a fun feature.
Yes.
It's the smallest ship that has a parasite.
It is the smallest ship that has a parasite. That is true. Custom built for it. So if you're
Yeah.
worried about the Archimedes or the Merlin as an attacking pilot, you best beware, because you can imagine the Connie is probably turning those size 4s on you. And that's
Well, it gives
bad.
you the opportunity to use the Merlin as a harasser.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
essentially gives you a mobile third turret.
Yeah.
Never underestimate the parasite, because, I mean, by default, they're not great, but you can. I mean, they're the same size components as everything else, so
Yeah.
really pack
You can
punch
you
with
can
it.
definitely bump up a parasite to be a threat.
Yeah.
Without a
Plus,
doubt.
they're just really wormy.
Gross.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Right on.
Alright, so this is the Constellation Aquila. Oh, you know what? We didn't even talk about the coolest feature of the Connie, which is its missiles.
Yeah.
That's true.
How many missiles does this thing carry? It's like 46, right?
A
I
lot.
think so.
So I believe it's 46 or 48. Maybe it's
in the
20,
50s.
24 on
Towards
each
the
side.
50s.
Is it in the 50s?
I think it's towards the 50s.
So it
Well,
used to
yeah.
be when
Gosh.
this ship released, and they used to have you could control how many of these you would launch at any given time. You could go into your MFD, you could select every missile in the ship, lock onto one target, and it would death blossom, like the last Starfighter, right? And it would shoot all however many missiles, 46, 48 missiles,
52 by default,
52 in salvo.
and
just
can't
wreck
change it. Correct.
whatever was in front of you, and it was amazing. And then they went and they limited it. Now they've talked about going back to some type of missile operator behavior, where you will be able to both select the missile you want to fire and control how many you want to fire. But they've also said that computers will only be able to handle the tracking of so many targets at a time. So if you have a medium computer, maybe it can only do 5 targets. A large computer can do more. Small computer can do less. So you won't be able to achieve like Death Blossom status of the days of old, but you will be able to achieve like a 5 missile burst.
Constellation Andromeda. Oops, sorry.
But when you think about that by itself is a absolute train wreck for any ship that's not a Vanguard or larger. 5 missiles impacting is a nightmare. So
Especially now with the rework.
yeah. So even with the potential for reworking countermeasures, it's still a heavy risk. So the Connie with its missile count is also definitely a major threat, and especially if you replace all the standard missiles with Rattlers. That's a rough day for the fighter. So this is the Constellation Aquila. This is the exploration variant. It trades a top turret for a scanning suite, and it keeps the Merlin. Bottom turret is still guns. Increased sensor package. I think it has an increased range slightly over the other models. And,
Oh, yeah.
And it has the same cargo capacity as a Constellation Ando.
The
Yeah.
24 size 2 missiles are away with now, so you only have the 28 size 1s.
Only.
The
Only.
28 size 1 missiles are on fold-out arms, and I believe those are the ones you can ripple fire. The 24 size 2 missiles are from pop-up launchers, and you can probably only launch them in pairs.
You can see the pop-ups from back here.
I
Yeah,
do
so you can see
remember-
the pop-ups back there. Where are these arms you speak of?
They're in the
Over here, they're
back.
closed on this one.
What's
So-
that?
so they're-
Where is short? I've got like
These
1,000
pylons.
people. What's up?
So these pylons back here, running
Yeah.
the length of the ship, those are the missile arms.
The one
In
on
the middle.
the ones on the
They're actually
on the
deployed.
yeah.
Are they deployed? Where are they
No,
deployed?
they're
Yeah.
deployed out. They're
They're
folded
deployed.
against the hull right now.
Mm,
No, the one at Andromeda, they're open,
on the Andromeda,
Oh, yeah.
they're open. Let's take a look.
Yep.
and you can see the 4 on top as well, like an angle upwards a bit.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So now it's 24 size 2s and 24 size
28.
1s? 28
28
size 2s?
Total of 52
Size
missiles,
1s.
28 size 1s on four of these little arms that hold 7 missiles each.
Right, and then 28 up in the launchers.
Which you
Yeah.
can see the popped up launch. You can see them kind of folded
Sure.
open.
Absolutely.
Actually, looks like there's 2 on either side. So you could probably ripple fire 4 of the size 2s at a time.
So I gotta tell you, I was curious about this because it used to be that they all just came out of the pop-ups.
Yep.
So it's interesting that they've added these little arms.
The arms were always there.
The arms
Yeah,
are
the arms are
always
always
there.
there.
That is absolutely right. But they didn't have a function. So
I think that's where
That's-
they came from still.
maybe, and they just didn't fire.
They probably
from
just
there.
didn't have the animation.
Yeah, they just
They
didn't
were
have the
always
animation.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
The Aquila has better visibility for a pilot too.
Yes.
Yes, so the bubble dome on the Aquila is definitely better visibility overall for the pilot. Now, they've yet to talk about whether or not you'll be able to change out in diverse your canopies for this
I
ship,
don't think so.
because for the for the front section of the ship they're identical. So there's no reason why you could not change out a canopy, but it's probably unlikely. But you can see here there's actually a large space here that is directly in front of the pirates or the pilot's face, and that definitely provides some visibility. Where if you look at the both the Constellation Andromeda and the Phoenix, it's much narrower, and so those struts get in the way of the pilot. Now it's not horrible, but it is a signature feature of RSI that people have complained about for, well, since I've backed the game.
As in design-wise, I still prefer the conical shaped canopies over the Aquila.
Well, it
Doesn't really
it
matter.
is an RSI hallmark, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but also just I don't know, the rounded canopy just doesn't match the rest of the ship, I think.
Well, remember, the Enterprise is all soft lines and rounded because it comes in peace.
When they got the missiles, 2-3 versions ago, when I still had the arrow, I was able to lock on to up to 3 targets with the size 2s, so the functionality is there.
Is that with an arrow?
Yeah.
So the functionality is
multiple-
there, but I don't think the pure control is there yet.
Yeah, the decision about what missiles to fire.
Yeah. So that's the what is this again? This is the Aquila. Yeah. All right.
Aquila.
Aquila. Well, you say
It's
Aquila.
it's after us. It's pronounced after some like star. It's not Aquila, even though it looks like that.
All right. So what hall are we going to now? We're going to. That's Sparky who just joined the chat. Is it 2-3? Is that where we're going?
That's yeah.
All right. We're running for
and
2-3. All right. So here we are in the side hall. Oh, this is basically the Aurora Hall and the Mantis Hall. All right. So the Aurora, of course, is the signature RSI starter ship. It is the Aurora and the Mustang were the first two starter ships in the game. Comes with a game package most often. There's so many variations. I'm going to look at the thing and see exactly what it is. So this one is the CL, which is light freight. All right. So the CL light freight Aurora, which trades some firepower, but not hard points. I think you can still. The hard points are still there.
Yep.
With
no.
or do they take the
some
hard
aren't.
points away?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
2 of them
adapters.
are not built out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the case with most the Auroras, even the military one.
You can actually see the cargo. We'll call it rail rather than a bay down here.
Yep. So I'm kind of scooching down here. So this is where your cargo would sit when you pull it. It will the SCU boxes will ride along inside this. The big drawback for this ship, of course, is there's no like ramp to where you can do box missions and things like that. And even the Mustang variant is got a ramp in the back where in theory you can place a box. So that's kind of a drawback for this, but what's
I think the Mustang has the same kind of rail system like this.
no, it has a little ramp now.
Oh right. Yeah,
Rework.
It sure does. A little externally accessible ramp. So that's like, you know, I kind of think they need to go back and possibly add that as an option for this ship because it makes a
Well, considering
big
I
difference.
think this is one of the few ships that hasn't like gotten a rework at some point in time.
No, the Aurora got a rework.
Yeah, it was.
Like 2 or 3 years ago, it got a rework, and look, it flies okay. It's got a nice open cockpit. It's got a pretty view, but the challenge is it just kind of falls short of some of the other starter ships. That's all.
I don't think it was a rework as much as it was a facelift.
Oh no.
Well, okay, fair enough. I mean,
Oh,
if we're-
no, the entire.
Because like, the
Yeah, how to
control
nose it up.
panels got updated to look like the newer stuff. Because like this ship is old, so it used to look really horrendously out of date,
Oh sure,
kind
but
of like the Hornet does.
shh,
yeah.
shh, shh. Okay. So let's come over and take a look at this one. This one is
Yes.
the ES, the Pathfinder, right? So this guy
That's
here
a-
is your
That's why.
your entry variant baseline, bare bones. I don't want to rent it so much as I want to get into it, but sure. Explorer variant. Can we get in?
Yeah.
Enter
Yeah, you
ship.
can. You have to do
There
it
we go. There we
manually.
go. There we go.
Yeah.
So this guy comes with a bed right back here, right?
I think
So
they all have a bed, right?
do they all have a bed? I'm not
Yes.
100%
I think
sure.
I'll check. Yeah. I'll enter this one and just check. But I think they all have, yeah.
Yeah, lie down. You should be able to log off here. This ship will have a little bit extra fuel as an Explorer variant, but that's
Half cargo.
really it. And half the
Yeah, they
cargo,
all
is that
have
what it
that.
is?
Has 2 SCU.
Oof, 2 SCU. I can't get out. It won't let me out. There it goes. There it
Or
goes.
without them.
All right. So
it
half
does
the
fuel.
cargo, but double the fuel, or not double the fuel, a little more fuel to allow you to kind of get after some of that exploration. So if you dig Auroras and you want to explore, this is like your entry-level exploration ship. All right, so let's push. I'm going to jump because I know I'm going to avoid all the stairs now because I know. Fool me once, CIG, with your crazy wonky stairs. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on you. All right, the LX, the Pathfinder. So is this just an upgraded,
LX is the luxury version, actually.
the luxury version?
Yes, that's a leather seat. Oh no, this one no. They replaced it with like a gaming chair seat.
A gaming chair seat. Let's check it out. Hold on.
Yes.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hold on. Enter ship. Go.
Because nothing says luxury like a fucking Aurora.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, easy, easy, easy. Enter pilot seat. Oh, that's right. Yes. So this chair doesn't move. You have to squeeze your porpoise butt. There we go.
Yep.
So that is the. There you go. There you go. Couple missiles on the top rack. Some laser repeaters down below. You see some additional hard points down there beneath the doors. The luxury variant of the Aurora. It does look like a bullet ready to get shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
You know what? An Aurora will almost fit inside an Idris railgun. Just saying. Almost. Not quite, but almost. A Merlin will. A Merlin will fit in an Idris railgun.
Advanced drop pod.
Yeah.
Get rocketed out like a.
More like advanced lawn dart.
Yeah. All right. So then we got the MR. This is the one that you're gonna get with your starter package, I believe. This is your base.
Yes. Yes.
Your base Aurora. So you'll get your what, 5.8 SCU, whatever it is. You get your miniguns, right? That come with your size 1 miniguns.
Oh yeah.
You've still got some hard points down here. You've got your hard points up top, but they don't come with anything. Just your standard Aurora here, your base. And then this is the goodness, I don't know what they call it,
The
but it's
Legionnaire,
the
the
military
LN.
variant, the Aurora LN. Yeah. So you can tell immediately this has got we're so high we have to
Missiles.
drop down. We come with 4 size 1 missiles. You come with some laser repeaters for sustainability.
But 2 of those can be switched out for size 2s, which is better than the rest because the rest come with size 1 maximum.
Right.
Fixed.
Is that's additional guns there underneath the wings to the rear, yeah?
It's still
Yeah.
4 guns total.
Below the ladder. Could be, yeah.
Oh, no. Off on the wings. You don't get those on the other ones, but yeah. So
Oh.
this is the
Those
Aurora
are the
LN.
empty slots.
Yeah, they're just empty slots. So this comes
Alright.
with the full weapon payload loadout for the military variant.
Fun thing, the Aurora LN or Legionnaire model was actually the first upgraded ship that they offered from the original starter ships in Star Citizen. Like they had their full gambit of original starter ships, and the Aurora LN was the first time they took one of those starter ships and offered an upgrade on one of those ships.
Well, there you go. Arcanus is the old man.
Hey, what's that, Sonny?
The one.
He remembers back when the Aurora launched from the hangar module.
I remember back when Star Citizen was a Kickstarter.
Oh, for that, Short's the old man too. He backed.
Arcanus is the Petridge Farms of Star Citizen in the spirit.
All right. So that
Actually,
brings
I do not
us.
have a golden ticket.
Oh, nice. That brings us to avoid the stairs. Ready, jump. There we go. Oh, I made it. Okay, I'm alive. To the. Oh gosh, I
Whatever the
forgot. I
stairs.
just brain dumped what this is.
The
The-
Mantis?
Mantis.
What is it?
Mantis.
The Mantis. That's right. The RSI Mantis, which is our. Up we go. Up, camera. Our interdiction ship, the only true interdiction ship in the game. We have interceptors that we like to call interdiction. Oh, it's
Now,
so
supposedly-
effing loud, isn't it? The commercial for this?
Supposedly, the Cutlass Blue might have some sort of interdiction capability as well.
It does. It has a. It
Watch
has a
this.
disruptor, but not a. It can't snare.
We can
Okay.
open the bay doors for the quantum enforcement device. Here.
Do it up. Do it up.
RSI's premier quantum enforcement ship.
Yeah.
All
Gross.
right, let me.
So this ship has a unique ability. It has the ability
There you go.
to snare ships out of quantum drive. And then it has the ability to hold them and prevent quantum jumping once they're snared. Now, when it does this, it basically has no maneuverability, no power, no anything, because it takes all of that, at least at present, to run its key feature. So this is not kind of a solo ship. This is a team sport. But
yeah, I mean, the only thing you could take solo in this ship anyway would be a smaller ship. An Aurora, a Mustang. That would be about the extent of it.
I mean, you could, get good. It has 2 size 3s, which is sufficient as a, like a light fighter's worth of.
Yeah, but this thing
payload.
doesn't have near the shielding or the hull strength.
It has 2 shields, 2 size 1 shields.
Oh,
I'm a
look at that toilet.
I'm a
I
little
just realized.
disturbed that you have a view of the toilet right as you come up the elevator. Like, what are you fucking walking into here?
it's a
But it's also
one-man
very-
ship. It's a one-man
also-
ship that's meant to basically picket for
Look inside
days
the
and
toilet.
days. He's got to poop.
No, look inside it.
Look inside the toilet.
Yeah, it's one of those Japanese things, right?
Oh, hey, I've used the Japanese toilet before. They're pretty
That's
exceptional. Those things are amazing. Don't judge Salty until you've tried it. It's amazing.
No, I'm not judging.
They call it the Mantis because it leaves you praying that there's proper ventilation.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so a good ship for team sport, definitely. If you're looking to get into the pirate business, this is required. If you're looking to
It
get
came in
into
black.
what's that?
Only it came in black.
If only it came in black. I'm sure they'll give us.
Stormbringer,
I'm sure they'll give us skins eventually. And
they
then
have skins.
for this, is that what they get release skins for?
Yeah, this is the Stormbringer and the Polar skin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So you can get black and blue, or you can get white camouflage for this. For an RSI ship, it has an amazingly good view out of the canopy. It's kind of like the next generation canopy for RSI. But yeah, if you're going to be like a military PMC patrol organization and you're looking for pirates and you know that they're in an area, this is a good way to. This ship is key to catching them.
The question is it illegal to snare a pirate?
Well, right. So there was a lot of lore when this ship came out, or before this ship came out, that said quantum enforcement devices were regulated, and that if you turned one on and the UEE detected it, they'd get the ass and they'd come at you. So, but then they released this ship, and they're like, hey, everybody has quantum enforcements. Cool.
That's weird.
Right? So, it's a great point. Do you have to get a license once the game launches that says, yes, I'm going to go hunt pirates, and can I use this snare, right, for X amount of period of time, and then pirates are just at risk for trying to use it? We don't know. We don't know how that mechanic is going to work.
I mean, I suppose everything is legal in LoSec.
Well, okay, Eve boy, but yes. I mean, yeah, you go over to Pyro, certainly anything goes, right? That is certainly the truth. But if you're anywhere in system or in a civilized system, high sec to use your term, right? The using this should draw UEE attention, and you should potentially get obliterated for using it. So, but who knows? Who knows how they'll suck that particular egg in Star Citizen, right?
Yeah.
Right now, if you bump into your friend and kill him, he can press charges. So,
Love that feature.
I mean, who knows? Who knows how it's going to work?
So the Mantis has the same firepower and defensive capabilities as the Gladiator, but without the Gladiator's turrets or missiles.
So the
So,
Mantis
I
will
mean,
still
it
win against
just-
the Gladiator?
And the maneuverability.
Well, but that maneuverability goes away once you power on all of those things, right?
No, I'm saying I don't think the Mantis is as maneuverable as a Gladiator.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Let's find out.
Okay, well, while Juro's looking that up, we're gonna move.
I found it.
Okay, here we are. Go.
70 degrees to roll better, and its pitch and yaw is only like 6 degrees and 8 degrees less per second.
So the roll is better, but the pitch and yaw is worse
Yeah.
than the
So
Gladiator.
always roll into the enemy.
And the Mantis is better with the roll.
Right, but it's worse with pitch and yaw than the Gladiator,
Yes.
which is an inherently inferior ship.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Well, it's a bomber.
Oh, I'm just trying to screw with Salty.
Well, it definitely
yeah.
bombed. That's for sure.
No, I wouldn't want to. Hey, I wouldn't want to take on a Gladiator with a Mantis. You'll get obliterated.
They lock on those torpedoes and be fucked.
Yeah, you'll be absolutely done. All right, let's head to the Hollow viewers. Let's push on. Let's push on. Oh, we got one vehicle downstairs, right?
3.
3.
First the
Oh,
rover.
first the rover.
Yeah.
Well, actual
And then
vehicles.
the hollow.
Yeah, one.
Yeah. Oh, here we are at the RSI Apc.
No.
It's
It's
the-
the rover.
It's the rover.
Air quote.
This is the earliest ground vehicle that we had in Star Citizen. It is an
Yep.
exploration-focused vehicle with shields and a turret and a little bit of cargo, all of which to help better further exploration. Let's see if I can get this rear door open. There we
Hey,
go.
Salty, if you want to get back at Attira, just let them know that the Tonk is in active development now.
Yeah.
I'm coming slowly to terms with the Tonk. It's a
It
piece
is
of
tech.
shit. It will always be a piece of shit, but
Just keep calling it a Tonk, because then you don't actually have to acknowledge that it's a tank.
that's correct. That's correct. So, yeah, the rover is a lot of vehicles are built to fit the rover. The Connie's built to fit a rover. I think the Mercury Star Runner's built to fit a rover. You can imagine that the Corsair will be built to fit a rover.
Maybe.
Yes.
That
No, it
class of ship is basically the smallest class of ship that can carry this vehicle. This is your quintessential all-in-one multi-purpose ground vehicle with a little bit of cargo, a little bit of combat power, some shields, and a little bit of place to put like boxes. So not bad. And by cargo, I don't mean SCU, because there's no SCU in here, but you got some jump seats, and you can put some boxes down for like box missions. So if you want to,
You can also. Let's see.
what?
You can flip them up.
Oh, can you flip them up? Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
yeah.
so I guess maybe this does have like 4 SCU, because these are definitely these are magnetic cargo pads.
They're for holding down Titan suits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Oh, Titan suit's not gonna fit in this. A Titan suit's gonna one-shot this thing. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
No.
It also has a locker and 4 weapon racks for your
I
equipment.
heard if you try hard enough, you can fit a Nox in the back.
If
So,
you try hard
two-
enough, if you drive at
weapon
the
racks.
back door fast enough.
Yeah, maybe 40 ms,
You
you
can turn it
know.
off while you're pivoting forward.
Little bit of RSI trivia. The Aquila and I think the Andromeda still come with an Ursa rover. But
I
the
don't think the
Phoenix-
Aquila does. The Phoenix might. The end.
No. The Phoenix
Oh.
is supposed to come with an upgraded Lynx rover, which we've never seen.
Didn't they say they were
Yeah.
getting rid of that?
Yeah, I don't think it could fit one because the cargo space has been truncated on it.
Yeah, but I think they said they were getting rid of the Lynx. The concept of the Lynx.
No.
Maybe it'd be like a little sports car rover, so it'll be, won't
A
have the whole
G12.
APC.
Yeah, G12, there we go.
No, the G12 is much too high
Yeah.
to fit in the bottom of a Phoenix.
They just need to have-
maybe
need to put
we'll
a
get a
maglev thing
Lynx.
in.
Maybe we won't. Bottom line, I think you're right. The Aquila definitely comes with a rover for exploration. If you go back a few years, there's a CitizenCon demo where they show weather. It was the one where they did the worm, right? And the guy had to land because the weather was going to force him down. And so he got in his rover and he drove off to go find the crashed Javelin, where he got absolutely no loot and basically got stranded by a snowstorm. So.
Yep. And then he
Or
got
sandstorm.
Sandstorm, yeah.
Yeah.
The reason?
So, you know, these will have relevance if you have a recovery or an exploration mission or a point you want to explore that has bad weather over it. You can use a rover or some other like vehicle to get there. All right, hello viewers.
Yep.
Hello viewers.
Ouch.
Salty, what happened to you?
He's low crawling on the scenery.
Oh no, I fell down a ragdoll.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at these accents on it.
Chonky.
Chonky boy. We are looking now at the RSI Polaris. The only Corvette in the game. Despite what... Oh, look at that my camera is looking at the main floor right now. Let me bring that down.
Oh.
There we go. The only Corvette in the game, no matter how many Hammerhead and Perseus owners screech and yell, if you don't have a capital class component, at least one, you're not a
It
Corvette.
has a capital class restroom.
Capital class toilet, that's it. Take those purpose-built chonkers and flush them out
Capital
into
class
space.
engine. Take that.
That's so the Perseus
Arguably the
owners
best
can
in the game.
can clean themselves up after they encounter a javelin.
I was gonna say it's
Oh,
the
that's
only
right.
thing capable of actually flushing the drape down.
Oh. So this is a Torpedo Corvette, which falls in line very much with the original small ships of the fleet. Of course, destroyers used to be very small ships. When they were introduced pre-World War II, destroyers were torpedo destroyers, and they were very, very small. They were the size of basically what our Corvettes are now. So the Corvette has taken over that role as a torpedo boat destroyer, and the Polaris carries, I don't know, size 10 torpedoes, but I'm not sure how many. What is it? It's like 12, 10, 12, something like that.
4.
And they've said that like players will have to manipulate these. So like there's a torpedo room, it's not an auto reload. Like players will have to be down there like moving torpedoes, putting them in the tubes so that you can launch your next torpedo. So it definitely has some required crew interactions. There's no telling whether or not NPCs will be able to do this for you. To be perfectly honest, NPCs might be more efficient at doing that for you. It's got some turrets for baseline defense, but more or less this is a short-range torpedo boat Corvette. And the capital class sensors, I believe, are that's their only capital class component, right? Is the sensors?
Yes. With
I
an
think-
asterisk question mark.
I think it is, because that's what that's what makes this ship so critical to your fleet, because like an Idris only has large sensor suite. I don't know what a Jav has,
Right.
but the bottom line is your Corvette, your Polaris potentially has the very real possibility to be your early warning picket ship with capital class sensors, which are going to push out much further than your large Idris level sensor suite.
A Jav has a size 4 radar, so it is capital class.
So that's a Jav, right?
Yeah.
But an Idris I know has a large, and I'm pretty sure this has capital. So I don't know what else this has capital, but
Power plant.
Power plant, okay. So that means you'll be able to hang a great deal of very big weapons on this and not worry about powering them. But yeah.
For your 5 size 4 turrets.
Yes.
The character that is combat capable.
Say that again.
Like the character that's combat capable. Stab at the.
Beautiful ship. They've added some highlights this year with your yellow in the back. The Perseus looks a lot like this ship. Everybody's talking about the Perseus this year. It's got the same back end. It's got the same rear end, basically, but a different front end. And it's a lot smaller. I think if a Perseus catches this ship in close
With
quarters,
its pants down. Yeah.
with its pants down, I think this Corvette's going to get wrecked. I think if this ship catches a Perseus on its sensors, I think it's going to probably two torpedoes, probably see it go goodbye.
Yeah.
So it's really a matter of cat and mouse, right? If you're going to take on a Polaris, you're going to need to catch it with its pants down. If you give it a chance to get a torpedo off or 2 torpedoes off, you may be in a world of hurt. All right, next ship.
All right.
None of us own that ship, so we're totally, well, I don't know, Arcanus may. Speaking of the Perseus!
No, Glitch has a Polaris.
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, okay. This is the Perseus. Hammerhead competitor, no capital class components, which means it's clearly not in the category of capital ship. This is the sub-cap ship killer, right? That's what they called it?
Yep.
Though I think a couple of these are going to easily take on cap ships.
Yeah.
I'm gonna strong at 100 meters.
So
100 meters.
Oh
Two.
man, the Perseus is kind of screwed though, because I mean, not only does it not have a capital class radar, it has a medium radar.
So it needs support. I mean, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
It's not a one. You got the detail on the hollow viewer compared to the Polaris. I mean, you actually like some where there's like damage spots or something,
Yeah.
Where do you see damage?
or not damage.
It's just weather.
I don't know, if rust or unfinished
Wear.
hole. Like zoom in anywhere.
yeah, it's got a level of wear to it, like it's actually textured.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see it's where it's darkened. Yeah, I think this is probably further along than the BMM.
No doubt.
Oh, excellent for along in the BMM.
That's just mean.
Oh, man. So I hypothesize that this will be the next big ship we see in the game. And the reason I hypothesize this, do any of you guys remember why I hypothesized this?
Nope. Idris, man.
Because they want to
Idris.
put an Idris in the game. They want to put an Idris in both for police response, right? So for security, when like a tier 5 pirate is causing problems, they want to drop an Idris in. And then of course the end of the bald guy mission. What was that dude's name?
Old guy.
The guy over there on Levski.
First mission giver.
The first mission giver. Whatever his name was, and I don't remember because I'm old and I've had a lot of bourbon today. The
Danny DeVito?
what? Danny DeVito. That's it. The end of his plot line is supposed to have whatever gang he's dealing with gets an Idris, and that drops in. And if you guys remember, there was a lot of Evocati footage that got leaked that all 50 on the server could not destroy an Idris, no matter what they threw at it. So you've got to have an answer to these Idrises that they're going to put in the game. And I think for the player base...
Javelin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for the player base, prior to Squadron 42 releasing and all the big ships truly coming out, a anti-cap ship that like a server could bring 2 or 3 of these to bear might be the answer. Might be CIG's desired answer to take on the Idrises they want to put in. Let's see at the back end here.
Watch it have capital class fuel intakes.
That's what
That's right. So fuel
I'm
intakes,
looking at it on
fuel
the ship
intakes are
matrix, it doesn't have
TBD,
anything.
right? Because we looked at it. Fuel intakes are TBD. So it totally could be that it has capital class fuel intakes, which Salty actually said he would love that. But was it you, Salty?
What?
Because it would basically
No.
have, or maybe it was Glitch,
No.
because it would
It was
basically.
me.
Was it you?
Yep.
So many people. It would have no range limitation on hydrogen fuel.
Yeah.
Right. So if it had gigantic hydrogen fuel collectors, capital class, you would be able to run almost indefinitely which would be a very different situation from like the Hammerhead or the even the Polaris. When the Polaris is a short-range intra-system, not inter-system, intra-system.
Right.
I can see deployable like solar sail type things, like in Star Trek.
That'd be
That
Well-
collector.
The massive freaking ram engines in the back. To start off with, and then you've also got what looks like collection points around the front of the hull too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was noticing those. Now, if only it had a med bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the thing that everybody's pissed. Well, not pissed about, but it's the thing they immediately pointed out, is it doesn't have a med bay. Oh, why?
don't get
Why,
hit.
Star Citizen? Why, CIG?
You're not going on expeditions with that thing. You don't need a med bay. Just
I
dive
mean, yeah,
some-
they come in
Every ship is
size 7.
Every ship.
yeah. Every ship needs some sort of medical facility, even if it's a closet. Just something.
Med closet.
I mean, yeah. For
Well,
this ship size,
that's
no.
what a lot of ships have in real life, right? Salty has been on
Yes.
there, and
Yes.
a lot of ships have that small closet or a single set of quarters that are used as the medical facility.
Yes.
Imagine
Yeah,
that
Well,
a
the
first
merchantman
aid
doesn't
kit.
need one because not enough people are gonna fly it.
That's right.
Oh.
Nobody's gonna fly that bad boy.
No, you have to trade for them in the bazaar.
No, nobody's gonna fly a merchantman. You have people for that. Duh.
How long is this recording already?
Long enough. Not long enough
If you
because
want a
we got to
merchantman,
make
you
fun of the
don't fly
merchantman one
anywhere
more time.
yourself.
Bottom line is this should probably have a couple of tier 3 medical beds, and they should be designed to basically heal wounds, you know, that are
No
minor, and illnesses and things, right? That keeps the crew healthy, right? Because all military ships, period, full stop, have some type of small medical facility
Yes.
on board.
Definitely.
The fact that this is a civilianized military ship is irrelevant. It should have a small closet or space with at least one med bed. Probably the lowest tier, just to heal people in case they get hit, right? You stump your toe, you break a hand, you break a leg, whatever, they can drag you, put you in, heal you up.
Yep.
Right? It's not a respawn point. It's not meant for brain surgery, but it's you know, baseline physical injuries. So that is definitely something that all gunboat-sized vessels have are missing right now. So.
Yep.
Anyway, I think that's it. Is there another hologram, or is that it?
There's actually
Yeah.
a Taurus.
It's Taurus.
Oh, we got one more. We got one more.
One thing.
This is
not-
such a
one thing is
letdown,
not-
isn't it? This is
Yeah.
such. After
You
the
can tell it's already a
Perseus.
game. You just
One thing you can note for sure is when you come to the back of the Taurus, you can see that it definitely does not have the snub craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the Taurus. This is actually the only constellation kind of worth owning at this point, except for maybe the Phoenix. So the
dirt
Phoenix
cheap.
and the Taurus,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
this doubles the capacity for cargo. You get the better visibility. You get a small smuggling compartment in your top turret area, which of course nobody in the verse, none of the NPCs know about. You get your gun turret on the bottom, but you trade your snub craft, and that's what Arcanus was saying, for that extra cargo.
Looked like an
Wait, it
AVA hatch almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably an extra
Feels not-
ramp.
Well, there's a whole room back there. Maybe
That's
there's an
where they
extra
should
room.
have it, where you hide the smuggling
Oh, man.
compartment.
Yeah.
Have like a
the
fake
fake wall.
Merlin hanging back there.
Oh.
Hey, put all your ECM in there.
Yeah, a fake Merlin,
know-
and that Merlin is empty and hollow, and that's where all of your smuggled cargo is inside the Merlin. And then if you're getting scanned, you could drop the Merlin and run.
Eject the spice, and then Jabba will send out a bounty hunter.
That's right. Oh, it'd be perfect. Come on, let's get creative, guys. We need drop the
It's-
hollow
it's-
Merlin and run.
Yeah, it's not an Archimedes. It's just got so much drug stuffed into the wings. It just looks white.
That's right. It's just
Wow.
covered in a fine white powder. Now, one interesting thing I'm looking at. Do you guys see what's on top of the
It's using the old model. turret.
nacelles?
Yeah.
It is.
That's wild. I think they should keep that just cause.
It does
Extra
look better.
cargo.
No, I would say like extra shield generators,
Yeah, that'd be good.
right?
It
I mean,
doesn't.
why not? Nobody wants to fly one of these anymore because they're of questionable value. But given this thing like
this one's the one that's worth flying.
do what?
That's actually not true because this one is actually the cheapest Connie you can own, and I
Yeah.
think it's actually cheaper than most things, especially for the cargo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I meant just the
It's hard to win.
Constellation series in general. I think that the Taurus of all of the Connies is probably the most useful.
Yeah.
I actually think they ought to keep this entire
Yeah, it's
old
only
model.
$150.
The old model is just really interesting looking.
It is. It also has like little antenna below the cockpit.
Yeah.
The Connie is
Well,
actually what
satellite
got me
dish.
into Star Citizen. I gotta
Yeah,
give
it was
credit
the
to that.
first ship
Yeah,
I ever
same.
bought. Yep.
Yep,
Bro.
me too. It's my pledge package.
It really
Fine.
was. They just
Almost
need
3 times the price for a buy-in in a World AAA game.
Yeah,
But
I'm
it
guilty.
is
I
a
started
beautiful
High
ship.
Admiral.
That's the problem. Like the Connie is an interesting and attractive ship.
It is.
It's just once you play the game for a while and you realize it lacks capability, that you start to move away from it. But they just need to get it back into a sweet spot where it's like as capable of ships in its class and as exciting as ships in its class, and then I think people will gravitate back towards it.
Yeah.
The cargo Perseus.
The
Cargo
cargo
Perseus.
Perseus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's gonna take all the guns away and just put in cargo.
Yep.
It's a freighter. That'd be cool.
It's a freighter.
It's
Well-
the
Get it?
Imperial Death Star of cargo.
I mean, Star
Or-
Destroyer of cargo.
Star Destroyer, yep. Yep.
All right. Well, that's the last ship. Yeah, isn't it?
Yep.
So that's it. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you're still here, it's amazing. Come check out a.m.m.o. Links is always in the description down below. We're always looking for more people to come play some games with us. We play Star Citizen Conan. I don't know. Occasionally, we play Ark. We play Pulsar. What else do we play? You guys play DCS? Yep.
Yeah.
We got a whole series of games that we play. Empyrean occasionally. We'd love to play some games with us, or love for you to come play some games with us, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.
Remember,
Oh,
the Rsi Mantis.
the Ursa is an APC, and we'll see you in the next one later. All
Let's have a
right.
shot.
Here we are, all of us at IAE 2950. We got Arcanus, Eva Chu, Juro, Salty Cactus, Short Circuit, and who else? Did I get everybody in the shot?
Yeah.
Glitch and
Glitch.
Glitch. And we have our little penguins here. What do we call those?
Pico.
Nico.
Picos. And we are in a sexy Constellation Phoenix. But anyway, we all wanted to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving, a good IAE. I hope you all spent your money well and enjoyed the expo. Anybody else have any closing thoughts? Any closing words? Words of wisdom for our Star Citizen community.
Enjoy the
Melt
game.
your entire ship line and be sure to upgrade to the Polaris on Wave 2 and Wave 3.
There you go.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. Anyway, we hope you guys had a great IAE, and we'll see you in the next big event. Later.